Peyton Manning is no longer an NFL active player.
That's right.
So you can look at it one of two ways. There's no reason for the NFL to do any investigation into allegations against him. He's a retired player, right?
And
you can't go back and find him.
I know, but these allegations came as if when he was playing, much like other players like Clay Matthews have to deal with now.
He's active, and that to me is the rub. You have one guy, or a couple guys actually, that are active who are being accused of it.
Right.
You have the biggest of all guys who's no longer active.
So would you tell me that if Tom Brady had retired, then the NFL would not have to go through the gymnastics of trying to figure out whether or not he did deflate the football?
Yes.
You know, here's the thing. You know, Tom Brady was accused by a member club in the NFL.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying to you? You know, he wasn't accused by some, you know, lunatic that had an axe to grind.
He was accused by a competitor.
Right.
Who's supposed to be playing under the same rules that he plays under.
So the NFL, by virtue of who the accuser is and what the way the mechanisms of the NFL work, the NFL has to put the time and effort into it.
Yes.
This thing with the HGH thing with Peyton Manning and everything else, supposedly, according to the NFL and everything that I've read, the NFL was basically shown all the documentation.
Right.
And they found that, you know, he did not take the HGH. So I'm assuming that the
how could they
HGH was
possibly
for his wife?
know that? Well, I mean, that was the allegation that it was being shipped to the home in his wife's name. And I don't want to get into, you know, the business of that.
Right.
But it seems convenient if that's the case. They did say they found no credible evidence of allegations in the Al Jazeera America report that Manning's wife received deliveries. So now they're saying we can't prove that they ever got it.
Oh, well, there you go.
So that to me, if there's no proof at all, and I don't know how there could be anyway, that they received it, how could there possibly be proof that they did it?
The same would go for the guys that were also in that report as well.
And the NFLPA also said that. The PA said this. As a former player, Peyton Manning is free to do whatever he wants to do. He's no longer.
Well, now that's a whole different set of circumstances.
That's what he said.
But he was not a former player when all this went down.
No, but the point is now he is. So what the NFLPA came out and said, the union knows that Peyton understands the rights of players under the CBA and would never do anything to hurt or undermine active players in support of those rights. But he's no longer an active player. He's no longer under the jurisdiction of the collective bargaining agreement.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that when all this went down, he was an active player. Now, I don't know what they could do. I have no idea what they could do or say, you know, other than confirm that, yes, in fact, he did receive the drugs. So, but what they did is they came out and they said that he didn't.
They said we can't prove that he did. Right? Now, all that means is this. I'm not saying this is the case. I'm saying if I work for the lab that makes HGH and I FedEx you a package, 3 years later, Al and the FBI and the DA, they can't prove what was in that package. It doesn't exist. They could prove that I sent something. Or I could simply walk out the front door of my office, put it in an envelope unmarked, mail it to you with no return address and nothing on the label, and it'll get to you, and nobody would know about it. Right?
Right.
So that's, I mean...
So basically what they're saying
silly.
is that they're ending their investigation in regards to Peyton Manning because they can't find anything.
Right. Now, the other guys that were implicated, Julius Peppers and Clay Matthews, Mike Neal, and James Harrison, all mentioned in that Al Jazeera report.
Right.
Each of these players sent written affidavits to the NFL, thinking that was sufficient for the league's investigation that they did nothing wrong. The league thought otherwise, is now demanding that each player meet with NFL security and league teams. It's a matter for league security.
And supposedly Manning allowed the NFL to see all relevant documents.
What documents? What documents? I never got the drugs. I have no documents.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what do you want to see?
I don't know.
Right?
All relevant documents were provided to the NFL regarding the treatment the Mannings received.
So in other words...
in other words, whatever treatment he received, he had documents, you know, about that treatment.
Got it.